everybody, thank you for joining me. Today I'm making the announcement of the official Sweet Reads Book Club. I am so excited about today's video and about reading together as a group. You guys have no idea, this is like a newfound passion of mine, and the fact that we now have like an official thing going on makes it so much better because we can all be reading along the same books. Now, I have been reading since 2017, the year 2017, I know. Right? My whole life, never read a book, and only semi-read, and just kind of glimpsed through books because teachers demanded me to do it or as part of my assignment. And even then, I wasn't really reading a book. So 2017 was the year for me to switch off, and it actually didn't happen till May, and I started working out, and I'm like, I need to switch my bad habits and turn them into positive ones. And that's when I picked up reading, and I started reading Little Women in January, and then I moved on to some other books, but I just started reading a lot more books. And I also was very insecure about my vocabulary, my speech, my sentence structure, because I never really read any books. So you can imagine, as an adult who never read, what that does to a person when you have to conduct yourself in a professional manner in front of very intellectual and intelligent people, and you have to have a conversation with them because it's related to business or whatnot. And I never was able to communicate what I was feeling up here and form it into a sentence. I was never able to do that, and it brought a lot of insecurity to me, and I just felt not so smart. So I decided to take up reading to expand my vocabulary, and it gave me so much confidence. You have no idea how much more confidence. I can't believe that I went like 29 years of my life without reading any books, because now I am like, how did I go so long? Reading is just like the best thing ever, and there's so many wonderful books that it's so hard to try to finish them all just in one lifetime, right? A lot of you are avid readers. You guys are really proficient in reading, and some of you guys are just like me. Maybe you have 1 year of experience, or maybe you're just starting. Who knows? Whatever the case might be, no pressure. I'm just excited that we're all reading and doing more positive things. So the Sweet Reads Book Club came about because of all of the interaction and feedback, positive feedback that I got on Snapchat throughout 2017 when I would feature a book or what I was reading, this, that, and the fourth, and people were really intrigued and they wanted to know what I was reading or how I felt. And I'm just really passionate about sharing big aha moments with you guys. That's how I am with my sisters and my closest friends. Any kind of life lesson that I learned, I love to share it. And of course, like Ralph Smart says, a lesson cannot be learned, it has to be realized, right? So we're going to be reading 12 books a year, and that's a really big goal. 1 book a month I think is excellent. They're not going to be huge thick books because of course we want to get through them and we want this experience to be enjoyable, and I just think it's going to be so beneficial for me and also for you guys to have conversation about the book. Now, how are we going to have conversation about the book? I was thinking at the end of the month I'm going to post a video just sort of recapping what I learned or what I thought about the book that we're currently reading, and then we can have an interaction in the comments section. I also have a Goodreads account on my iPad, which I think you guys should download. It's a really great way to keep track of the books that you're reading, what you want to read, and I also have a list. If I go to my books, I have a list of our Sweet Reads 2018 book club of what I have in here. So right now we have Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, and I will link my Goodreads account down in the info box if you want to follow me there. And also on Pinterest, I pin a lot of really cool stuff that inspires me in regards to reading. So I have a really fun board in there if you guys want to follow that along. So now that I announced what we're reading, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. So excited about this. So this is a book published in the 1950s, right? Early 1950s. I never would have thought that I would enjoy reading a science fiction novel. Just to give you a little brief background of what Fahrenheit 451 is about, it's placed in the 1950s in a very dystopian era, right? So something very gloomy, very dark, kind of scary, kind of like the world is ending type of situation, kind of like what's happening right now, to be honest with you guys. There's a main character in here. His name is Guy Montag, and he is a fireman, and his job is to burn down literature, burn down houses of people who are caught reading books. So books are basically outlawed. And this is not something necessarily that the government said they're going to do. Like this is like a rule that the government implemented into the people. This is what the people actually wanted. And why do they want this? Because television was introduced to the market, to society. So now people, instead of reading, instead of gathering around dinner time, they now sit in front of the television with their tray, small little black and white flickering television. They sit in front of the television eating their food out of a tray, just watching mindless television, and people are no longer connecting. In a way, the government is telling the people what they should think. Marketing, right? This is how you should feel. This is what you should think. Books are now outlawed, so you are not able to think any deeper than what you're watching on television. There's a twist in the story with Guy Montag, and I don't want to give it away at all because I feel like when you discover it, it's going to be a pretty big deal. But it's very relevant to today's time because now, what do we do all day? Our mind is stimulated by television that is trash, websites that are trash, things on social media is trash. Not all of it, of course, but there's a lot of it, and this is what we're ingesting as people, and then that's how we perceive the world with this trash television. And I feel like people are now reading less and less, and instead being like super glued to like just scrolling, right? Like when you get on Instagram, don't you guys just get stuck for hours just like scrolling through like funny videos or whatever the case might be? I think it should be within moderation. And so I figured this would be a really great book to start off the year, having that it's relevant to today's time, and having that one of my biggest goals was to not watch as much television and instead spend that time and make the choice to spend my time doing something that elevated me as my personal choice. People can do, of course, whatever they want with their time, but this is just my personal choice and what I wanted to do, and that's why I took up reading as a new hobby instead of just sitting there. And it's so interesting because when I was watching just before the end of the year, I was watching Wendy Williams, and I was reading the book The Year of Yes around that time. And instead of like, I sat on the couch there, like usually I would watch Wendy Williams Hot Topics all the time. And then I was just like, why, like really, I'm just sitting here listening about this celebrity, that celebrity. Like, why am I here? Like, that was just my thought. And I was just completely bored with it. And so I turned off the television and then I finished reading The Year of Yes. So that to me was a big shift in my life because it proved to me that, damn, girl, you're no longer interested in that as you were before. So it's now a habit of mine. It's a new hobby. So I'm so excited. And I also have a little giveaway for you guys today. I went out and I also purchased 5 extra copies for 5 lucky sweet readers. So our book club is called the Sweet Reads Bookclub, and anybody in our book club is going to be a sweet reader, including myself. And to any lucky sweet reader out there, I'm going to be giving out these 5 copies, and it's going to be a giveaway hosted here on YouTube, so please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to enter. And also to enter, please like this video and comment down below, what do you love about reading? Simple question, just write it down in the comments section. I'm gonna read them. I'm randomly gonna choose a winner. Today's Wednesday, January 3rd, and we have till January 5th in the morning, January 5th, to enter the giveaway, and I'm going to ship this copy out to you guys because we need to start reading this book right now. So we're going to be reading 12 books a month, and at the end of every month, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a recap of what I read and how I feel about the book, what I learned. We're going to continue the discussion on the comment section. I'm going to be responding to your comments. For every book, I will be doing giveaways to people, so sometimes I might have more copies than this. I just actually personally bought these and my bag was super heavy, but I figured 5 would be a really great start to anybody who wants to join. But I will be doing a giveaway each and every single month of the books that we're going to be reading together. And yeah, I'm super excited, guys, about this. You guys have no idea. I'm just so excited. I have a lot of ideas to make this a lot of fun for us. I'm going to come out with some really cool merchandise so we can have some really nice t-shirts. I don't want to talk about it too much, and accessories for your books and teacups. We're just gonna make it like super fun, and it's gonna be a really great time for us to help each other and learn from each other, because we all have been living our lives through different lenses, through different experiences. So how I read a book and how it connects with me is completely different to how you read the book and it connects with you, because we have been living completely different lives. So we are really going to expand and elevate 2018. We're gonna, this is the year of growth. It really is, for any area in your life, and this is definitely one of them. So hopefully I didn't forget anything, because I have so much to talk about. I did pick out 3 more books, just to give you guys a little rundown of what to expect for February, March, and April. I picked up The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. I also picked up Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston, and The Catcher in the Rye, another classic. So I'm super excited, guys. I will talk more about these, of course, in the future, but I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what to expect for the following months in case you want to, you know, buy them online or whatnot. So that's what we're going to be reading. Absolutely no pressure if you don't finish a book, because life does get busy. You never know what happens and then you don't have time. There is no pressure. It's going to get better as the time goes on, because it's going to be a lot more organized. But this is the initial kickoff, and I had to upload it today because it's January 3rd. And if you are a reader like myself, I need a whole month to get this book in. And yeah, that's what I've been doing, just making time for reading. A lot of people say they don't have time. You can make time. I carry my books with me everywhere, and that's how I'm able to finish a book, because if I don't have it with me, if I'm in a long drive somewhere, my husband's driving, I can read the book. Maybe it's 1 or 2 pages. Wherever it is, I have my book with me. So this is going to be in my purse at all times with me. It's always in my nightstand. It's everywhere with me. Like, I literally carry it. I carry it just in case I'm like, okay, I have some time. And of course, I highlight my books. I don't sell my books. They're like treasure for me. So I have highlighting markers and stuff like that to highlight stuff in there that I feel like it's really like, it's an aha moment for me. Like, ooh, this is interesting. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bet you're feeling all alone. That big house by the lake.